Near midnight in Willow Grove, a shrill voice pierced the quiet. "Turn off those blinding lights, or I'm calling the cops." The threat came from Linda Harper, clad in a zebra print robe, clutching a notebook like it was a weapon. She stormed across her manicured lawn, oblivious that she was yelling at Sheriff Tom Bradley, who stood on his porch in flannel pajamas, holding a mug that read, "Best Dad to a Cat." The flashing LED lights on his fence, part of a new county security trial, had sparked her rage. Linda didn't know they were regulation gear, nor that she just dialed 911 to complain to the very man she was berating. Sheriff Tom sipped his coffee unfazed. At 11:47 p.m., the only crime in Willow Grove was Linda's audacity. "Ma'am," he said, voice steady, "you used the emergency line for a non-emergency. That's a finable offense." Linda's eyes narrowed, her lips tightening like a clamped purse. "Are you impersonating a sheriff?" "I know the mayor." Tom flashed his badge with a flick. "No need to impersonate. You're on Sheriff Tom Bradley's lawn." The silence was electric. A coyote howled in the distance, as if mocking her. Linda's notebook drooped, her brain catching up. "Your lights violate HOA rules. Article 5, Section 2, no lighting over 50 lumens," she sputtered. Tom shrugged. "They're department issued, here for a reason." Just then, Deputy Sarah Chin pulled up, her cruiser's window down. "Sheriff, another call. Someone's in Old Man Carter's backyard again. Third time this week." Linda's face twisted like she'd swallowed sour milk. "Carter's a lunatic, digging holes like it's a war zone." Tom set his mug down. "He's a veteran with PTSD. And he's got rights." Linda scoffed. "Rights don't trump neighborhood peace." Sarah shot her a look, and Tom waved her off. "Go home, Linda. We'll handle it." She spun on her heel, her slipper squeaking, vowing to call Mayor Ellen Vance by morning. But Tom's gut told him Linda's tantrum wasn't about lights. She'd seen something. That night, he reviewed his fence's footage. At 11:28 p.m., a tall figure moved swiftly through Carter's yard, pausing by a tarp-covered mound. The LEDs caught a fleeting glimpse of its face, eerily familiar. Tom's blood ran cold. It looked like Linda's husband, Robert Harper, had been dead for 3 years. "Sarah," he called, grabbing his phone. "Run a face match on this. Check the archives, go back decades." By dawn, Willow Grove buzzed with gossip. Linda had filed complaints with the HOA, the mayor, and the local paper, accusing Tom of turning his yard into a light-based terror zone. But Tom was focused elsewhere. His lights were flickering in unprogrammed patterns, hacked by someone who knew what they recorded. At Carter's property, the old vet showed them a buried tin box containing faded military deeds, blueprints, and a microcassette labeled Project Delta. The tape crackled with a voice. "Agent X7, Delta Protocol. Phase 1 is complete. Land acquired. Identities reassigned." The plot thickened. Robert Harper's name appeared in the files as an alias tied to a land grab scheme from the 90s, linked to a contractor, Luminary Labs. Mayor Vance's father had signed off on it. Linda, now shaken, admitted she'd seen a figure that night, too scared to confess earlier. "I thought it was the lights," she whispered. "But it was him." The Willow Grove Harvest Fair became the conspiracy's stage. As cotton candy and banjo music filled the air, Tom, Sarah, and Linda patrolled, eyes sharp. The fence lights went silent, but a hacked signal warned. "Phase 3 activates tonight." At 8:34 p.m., streetlights pulsed, and a low hum rose, vibrating in everyone's bones. Phones buzzed, sprinklers sprayed, and drones lifted uncommanded. The crowd grew uneasy. Behind the mayor's stage, 3 figures in outdated utility jackets emerged. One was Robert, or his doppelganger. Tom shouted, "Ellen, get down!" Mayor Vance laughed nervously into the mic, but Robert twisted a junction box, spiking the hum. The stage lights turned blood red. Chaos erupted, screams, running, devices going haywire. Tom tackled Robert, who didn't fight back. I was meant to reset this town, he murmured, eyes distant. But I saw Linda. I remembered her smile. I remembered being human. He collapsed, lifeless. Sarah secured the others, figures matching missing persons from 1996, uniged and dazed. Mayor Vance vanished, her office wiped clean, her family tied to Delta's origins. The files revealed the chilling truth: Project Delta had displaced families, reassigned identities, and built a hidden grid beneath Willow Grove, activated by modern upgrades Linda had championed. The figures weren't ghosts, they were tools, programmed yet breaking free. In the aftermath, Linda quit the HOA, starting a community garden instead. Carter built a porch, waving at passers-by. Sarah earned a promotion but stayed, drawn to the town's weirdness. Tom dismantled his lights, tossing them into a creek. He sat on his porch nightly, watching stars, not for threats but for calm. Willow Grove awoke, scarred but alive. The truth sparked debates. Was Robert a victim or a cog in Delta's machine? Did Linda's HOA zeal enable the grid, or was she a pawn? Some called Tom a hero, others questioned his secrecy. The missing mayor fueled rumors. Had she fled, or was she silenced? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. Was Linda's crusade justified, or did her paranoia ignite this mess? How far would you go to uncover a town's secrets? Drop your take below, and let's spark a debate. Your comment might just trend. Subscribe for more gripping tales.